Hey y'all, welcome back to InsureRantz. I'm Victoria, a licensed commercial insurance agent, and today I'm going over a hot topic, the difference between W-2 employees, independent contractors, and subcontractors. So, imagine you're building a dream home for your client. You've got your team of employees. This is your core crew, your W-2 employees you use day to day to get the job done. You tell them when to swing the hammer and where to lay the bricks. You're in charge, directing their daily work and ensuring everything meets your standards. Because they are officially part of your company, you need workers' compensation insurance to cover them. If someone falls off a ladder while working, your workers' compensation policy steps in to cover medical expenses and 2/3 of their lost wages. It's a must-have to protect both your employees and your business. Now, let's say you need to call in a specialist for the custom Italian marble. The person is an independent contractor, also known as an uninsured subcontractor. They come in with their expertise and their own tools, and they call the shots on how they install that marble. It's their art. But since they're not your employee, they need to be added to your workers' compensation or general liability insurance policy in order for coverage to apply at the event of a claim. If the independent contractor or uninsured subcontractor were to get hurt or cause damage on the job site, those claims will fall on your workers' compensation or general liability policy, which is why coverage for these operations needs to be added to your policy before any work begins. And then we have our good old subcontractors. Let's say you need an entire team to install the electrical in the house, but that's not your expertise. Mine either. So you hire an electrical subcontractor to do it. They need to have their own insurance, which covers their team if sparks fly. Literally. Shout out Taylor Swift. It's important that you verify they have proper insurance before any work begins. Moving on to the fun stuff, liability and taxes. How do these pieces fit together on our construction site?
With W-2 employees, you're in charge. You're handling everything that comes with employing a traditional workforce, which means you're handling their taxes. And W-2 employees are covered under your company's insurance policies. For independent contractors, also known as uninsured subcontractors, they handle their own taxes because they are classified under the 1099 tax designation. The term uninsured subcontractor means exactly what it sounds like. These subs do not have their own insurance. So, they need to be added to the hiring company's workers' compensation and general liability policies so that coverage applies in the event of a claim.
On the other hand, when you work with insured subcontractors, they are responsible for their own taxes and insurance. This might seem like an easier route since it reduces your administrative load, but it's not without its challenges. It's important that you make sure these workers are correctly classified and properly insured for the operations they will perform before any work begins. And what we mean by that is, if you hire a roofer, you're going to need to confirm that their workers' compensation and general liability policy covers damage and work related to roofing operations. Your company also needs a written and signed subcontractor agreement in place between you and the subcontractor that includes an indemnification clause in your company's favor. All this means is if something goes wrong because of the sub's work, like an accident or a legal issue, the sub will take responsibility and their insurance will cover any costs or damages, leaving you and your company out of it. Okay, here's an example.
Picture Bob's construction. Bob hires a subcontractor to come in and do the roofing work. We will call the subcontractor Joe. Joe claims he has insurance, and Bob doesn't verify and doesn't request a certificate of insurance. Mid-project, Joe falls off the roof and is injured. Since Joe actually didn't have insurance, Bob's workers' compensation policy is forced to cover the medical bills and lost wages, leading to a significant increase in premiums for Bob. On top of that, Bob did not get Joe to sign a subcontractor agreement. So Bob was on the hook for legal costs when Joe sued Bob for negligence. This costly oversight could have been easily avoided if Bob had verified that Joe had insurance coverage and had signed a subcontractor agreement with Joe. Always verify insurance coverages before allowing subcontractors to work. This will protect your business from unexpected liabilities.
Navigating the world of W-2s, 1099s, and subcontractors can feel overwhelming, but getting it right means keeping your project insured against the unexpected. If you're not sure about something, reach out to your insurance agent. We're here to help you navigate everything correctly. And that's a wrap. If you want more tips and tricks, subscribe to this channel and sign up for our free newsletter by going to the website on the screen. See you next time for our next rant. And that's on business. Stand on business, as the kids say. Cut, scrap. Patience is a virtue. What button do you push to make it go? Amazing. Liability and taxes. That includes an indemnification. Remember?
I don't think that's
Just the pipe. There are a lot of words here. We'll have to do that again.